Here we are. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday.
Back again.
That's right. We even got Chris back.
Everything seems to be up and running.
Sweet. Maybe we're getting a little better at this.
I doubt it.
We'll let Chris host next week.
Yeah. Come on, Chris. Start it off. The crowd wants to see Chris talk more.
That's what I got a lot of private messages about that last week. They were like, who's the puzzled guy just sits in the back? And we're like, oh, that's Chris. He's actually deaf and blind. So, but we feel like if we bring on the interpreter, that Chris will come around. I feel like he's not paying attention.
Yeah,
You're watching Gunsmoke.
No, Buffalo and Kansas City.
Oh,
Buffalo.
gosh.
Oh, boy.
What is he talking about, Mike?
I don't know. Buffalo dip. Hey, Chrissy. What's up, Brian? What up, Doe? Chris, don't talk too much. We know we're trying to get him to talk more, like break him out of his shell. But
Oh, Chrissy must have.
Yeah.
She must have hit her head.
Yeah.
When you have the baddest car around, you don't need to say much. Oh
Right.
boy.
I'm a car do my talking.
she's not talking about Chris.
No,
Yeah.
no, she didn't specifically say Chris.
I know who she's talking to, and so do you guys.
Wow. How much did you pay for that advertisement?
I don't pay for nothing.
Hey, got to pay for it.
Shoot.
I don't know what the.
What are you trying to do?
I don't really know. I was making sure that everything was linked up and everything was a go. It shows the link deals up there, so as far as I know, everything's.
Everything going in there? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Oh, what's the topic today, Wyatt? Oh boy. Well, we're actually going to talk about rodeoing. The things not to do as a young bull rider. So does he want to be live?
No.
Okay.
I'm trying to get the guy that come down from St. Louis that was going to do some filming or make a YouTube out of it. It was a total flop for him. He come down and he got the cruise. I'm not sure exactly what all he did get, but as everybody knows, the race got canceled. It was dry, like as in no rain, but it rained so much we couldn't clear it up to race anywhere. So.
But shout out to everyone that did come. Actually had a decent crowd. So apologies, Mother Nature. We tried our best, and it gave us a window, and then it took it away. So what do you do?
Yeah.
So
yeah, you can't fight with her because she's gonna do what she wants.
yeah, and it's so sporadic around here. You never know. Like I said, 30 minutes north where I just left from, it was bone dry. We get down, pull in there, and it's just standing water. So
We tried.
yeah, that's right. So
But
the good news is we'll talk about later.
yeah, we'll talk about the upcoming what we're gonna do. We're still gonna do one. So, but right now I'm really trying to find somebody to pick on that we can get in here. John Turner,
We're gonna
Mate.
have to.
you want to get in this live chat?
We're gonna have to take him off with that statement.
Kansas City scored.
Oh, I have no clue what he's talking about.
Yeah, we can put a big rim race on. You got the money, I got the time.
Don't we have 18 plus rims now?
No, he's talking like 32s.
Oh Lord.
Delbert said, shout out to Possum and crew for trying to get. Yeah, they tried. They tried. I left about 2:00 ish, something like that, and the weather was good. And then I guess shortly after I left, he said about 2:20, it came another rain till about 3:00, and then they tried. So there was like 35 people running up and down the place and trying to dry it all off. They had the blower out. They had the heat guns.
The problem was they weren't driving and running around in their cars. They were actually running with just their shoes.
Oh,
So that was the strange part. But
Possum went home and got a box fan and had a generator in the back of his truck with a box fan. Huh?
I mean, he went all out. What do you do?
It was a good box fan, though.
Mm-hmm. I think Eric Kennedy, he complained a little bit of how much gas he burnt in his car.
Yeah, he was looking for somebody to give him gas money.
Yeah. Wow. What a cheap ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. He gets 37 miles a gallon.
Yeah.
But that's Eric. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Oh, boy.
What do we got? They need to get towels out to soak it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Well, they tried. I'm not going to say they didn't try. They called in recruits from everywhere. And they tried, but and even if we would have postponed it, I mean, it's still, there was no sun and the asphalt just didn't have no heat. It just couldn't get it dried, no matter the outcome. We couldn't go anywhere else. The only other spot that we had a couple, but I mean, the asphalt was just wet. So yeah, it was wet. It looked like, so what we had, we ended up having 11 cars. Was better than I expected, to be honest with you, because it rained. I didn't figure anybody would really show. I wasn't calling it just for that chance that we was going to get it off. We had 11 cars show up. So I decided to make the cruise a little shorter than what I originally wanted to, because the roads were wet. So I think it was only 11 miles. On that 11 miles, we had 2 cars break down. Both cars were carbureted. Like, they brag on fuel injection, but the carbureted cars didn't make it.
Actually, one caught on fire.
Caught
4
on
times.
fire and down there at Burnt Plum down 4 times. Barry said.
And he still made it to the track.
Yep. So
Somehow he had a
Carburetor on
MSD.
Jamie. It was
What?
a water issue on him.
what? I don't care. The car still had a carburetor. I don't care if the back tire fell off. It's still the carburetor's fault.
Chris, I think your ball game's cutting your internet out. You may want to shut that off.
Yeah. He got called back. Kansas City didn't score a touchdown. Offsides.
Oh, gosh.
The
Anyway, yeah. Caught on
ones that
fire.
did show up, I mean, they were there to race. You know, they were there come hell or high water, and I appreciated them for sure. It was going to be a fun time. I mean, we had a variety. We sure had a variety. We had all kinds of variety of cars just in those 11 cars. We had it all. So
Yeah, a few pickup trucks. And what is the older T-bucket thing? What is that thing?
well, I think maybe it's a Dodge. It's a rat rod. I'm not exactly sure what it is, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you have definitely had one foot up on me for sure.
Oh God. Yeah.
It's an inside joke, Austin.
Yeah.
Ask me about it later.
Rolly Dale, I could bring you on here. We could make fun of you.
Oh gosh.
Looking for somebody to pick on. Oh,
We are tired of beating up on Chris.
Oh, Kansas City lost.
That's too bad.
what'd they lose?
Football game.
Oh.
Hmm.
All right, here's your foot race, Austin. Next time you're down, Anthony says you can get a foot race. Pick a lane. Yeah. But what else was I going to say? Oh, Donnie Smith did come through and make a trophy, even though it was late in the game and I didn't ask him to. He still stepped up and made a real quick one. And I meant to take a picture of it. It's really neat. I don't know if everybody got to see it. And then
You don't have it there beside you?
no, I unloaded it at the shop today when I went and got everything. And Ethan Yemnitz gave a jug of Skinnies to the winner. So shout out to Ethan. Thanks, Ethan, for that.
I still got my $50 to the winner who does it on radials.
I do too.
So that's $100 extra.
Not on an all-wheel drive vehicle, though.
Yeah, no, I think that's giving a little too much there. So, yeah, I agree with that. Although,
Yes.
I mean, streetable or not, but
Yeah. Yes, Eric, I remember them guys at Memphis. We were down at Memphis one time doing some street racing, and I don't know, we had a few minutes there. We were kind of held up, and these two bigger boys. When I say bigger, I mean bigger. These boys, I don't even know the bet. More money than I had brought with me down there, stripped down to nothing but their underwear and foot raced. And it was like legit. I'm even talking barefooted down to their boxers, foot racing. I was like, man, you guys are crazy. And I'm talking about some big boys now, not like this big, but I'm talking like this big old fat boys.
like Chris big.
No.
Am I pointing the right way?
Like you are. I'm talking like Billy Phillips big.
Oh shit! Damn.
Oh wait, no, I've got that backwards. Billy's huge. Billy's muscle big. Chris is belly big. Yeah, that's it.
Like Chris Van Pelt big.
Yeah, he's starting to. Yeah. Chris Van Pelt big.
He'll chime in and want to get on next.
I don't know how many had radials on, Brian. I didn't look. I meant to see who all had radials and who all had slicks. But I just had so much going on. I don't know.
I think Mark did. I don't know who else. Maybe half.
Mark had a carb and
Jamie.
a Ford motor, so he's the underdog throughout the whole deal. I'm just poking at you, Mark. JC Craig, what are you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. We're just talking bullshit. Oh, hang on. Let me see who texts me.
Don't tell him.
Jeremy Blackwell. He's in the shop and his internet sucks in here.
Yeah, my head steams a lot sometimes.
Oh, shoot.
But it literally does when it's cold out.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen him get out of the car before and just like you literally can't see through the steam. There's so much of it. I'm like, that's unreal.
It's a lot to contain in this. You know what I mean?
Right. What did you say, Mike? Can you guys just stick faux?
Yeah, I'm not speaking that lingo.
I don't know what he was trying to say there. Might have
Come
hit
back.
the enter button a little too early.
For sure.
What you been up to, JC? I haven't seen you on Facebook a whole lot. You've been quiet.
What is he trying to say? Can you guys just stick faux?
I don't know.
Come on. This is like charades.
Guessing game.
Wish Chris would help.
What's he trying to say, Chris?
No idea.
He can't even see that far away.
Chris, a man of many words.
I think his phone gets further away so he can see.
Well, that's because Cindy moves the coffee table a little each time closer to the couch there, and Chris's arms, he needed longer arms so he could see it, so she just scoots the coffee table away.
Exactly.
See? JC, I work and I don't fuck with fake folk no more. That'll work. That'll work.
Can a guy stick door handles on a funny car and run with you guys?
Yeah. Yeah, but
Sure.
it cost you $3,000 to enter the race.
He's asking for a friend.
Where'd it go? Hang on.
He needs to put his glasses on. Unfold your arms, Chris. You look like pissed.
It mattered in hell for some reason.
He's pissed. Well, Kansas City lost. That pissed me off too. To the fucking Bears. You know what I mean?
Oh, mercy, mercy, mercy.
Oh, the Bears was
Huh? What did you get anything done today, Chris? On your deal?
Anything.
You didn't work on it?
nope. Guy never.
No.
Got up.
Uh,
I made
what
some
are we?
tests.
What are we referring to?
I was up at 5:30 waiting for a phone call.
His car.
Oh,
Look here.
what I heard. Oh yeah, what I heard is that he told the guy originally before he got the car that he has 6 months to do it. So doing the math, he figured he only has to work on the car 2 hours a week to manage that time. So there's that. Chris, you never tell a paint guy, a mechanic, or a fabricator you have more time than what it's going to take because they're slow anyway. So you just added 3 months to your deal.
I thought I was being sarcastic, but I think
Well,
it's
He took it serious, didn't he?
right.
heck, I bitching. When it's done, it'll be right.
Yeah.
Even if it's done
Well,
right,
no one's ever denied that.
Your phone's breaking up, Chris. You got it too far away.
damn it.
Yeah. You can see it, but now we can't hear you.
See,
I
Eric took you seriously.
got my arms up. You thought I'll be happy.
Chris, this is like our first episode when I had phone problems.
What are you talking about, Gino?
Everything perfect.
Who'd you know? There's so many messages I can't keep up.
I'm trying. What's up, Dylan Cato?
Sonomo. Was he talking about street outlaw shit or something?
Well, I don't know. I don't know. He just said it's
No.
up for grabs.
Mm.
Yeah,
Probably Memphis 10 thing. JC, don't make me pull my shirt off.
Oh, goodness. So I made some test hits today, finally. After
Video-
what was supposed to
Video or it didn't happen.
I didn't video. I can't video myself racing.
Absolutely, you can. You can put a little RAM thing, do your windshield, do the draggy video.
Oh, you know what? I forgot. I could drag you the.
I gave that back to you, so don't say I got it.
No, I bought. Yeah, I had to buy a brand new one because Slick took it from me and I couldn't find it.
Well,
Or
if
the
you're
new one, he was like, "Oh, you mean this one?" I'm like,
if
yeah.
your car 60 footed like his truck with 275 horsepower, you break shit too.
Look at this.
Shit's going off. Jeremy Blackwell. No, I don't think it was. I told you all that 10 years ago when I left. Y'all didn't believe me. You just thought I was a dick. But I ain't no fake folk. I just speak the truth.
What did we talk? I missed?
I don't know. I'm just going. Well, I said Memphis 10 to Gino, fucking with him.
Oh,
And then Jeremy said that.
no, JC. We got to keep this one PG-13, buddy. As much as I'd like to, we got to keep this one PG-13.
Gino is still on Street Outlaws. He must have went from Memphis 10 to watching Street Outlaws and totally dedicated to them. He said Jackie just posted it for 145. Well, Gino, we don't work where you do. We just got junk up here. No, JC, we're not letting you in.
We can't. Maybe we'd do one some other night, like a special edition or something.
Hey, I might be a dick, but I ain't fake.
So I want to talk about my street hits though.
Okay. Yeah, go back to that. Do you have actually a draggy picture or anything?
I probably can. I can probably make that happen.
Well, go ahead and tell us what happened. So Mike has put this car together, did some things and decided he wasn't even going to make a full pass before he decided to come out and race the street deal. He's like, I got this. You know what I mean? Mike, I'm texting him all. I'm more excited about him making passes than he is excited about making passes. He's like, it's just no big deal. I'm thinking, like, yeah, it is a big deal. What if the fucking tires are unbalanced and it shakes, whatever the case? Like, let her hit. No. He did like a 330. Yeah, like 217, 60 foot or something. You know what I mean? I thought, he's in trouble. But today, after we don't have a race, he decides to test the car. So here we go.
Hang on. I still got to try to get all that pulled up. You're ahead of me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Want me to keep talking?
Yeah, keep talking.
I'm trying to catch up with the comments.
Okay. Here it comes.
JC, at least my arms ain't crossed.
That's true.
There's my street hit.
Oh, shit. Is it actually bigger if you're not on your phone? I can't see it. Glasses or not.
That's just, I don't know. It's got to be.
Can anybody see that?
Yeah, it says 803.
803?
Yeah, 803.
Is that almost a
Hey,
two
for my
something
glasses?
G's? I don't think
That
it's
was-
a. What
No, it was
that?
almost one.
Oh, almost 1G.
Yeah. Almost one. Hmm?
So
For me.
you on slicks or radials? I don't
Oh,
remember.
I'm on slicks. I'm on slicks.
Oh, so you're a real street racer.
Yeah, I'm a real street racer. I'm on slicks.
Gotcha. 803 is not bad.
I felt like I was flying. It's like, man, this whole car really does run good.
It does feel like you're going faster than what you are when you're on the street.
I think I left the ground one time, the whole car. Yeah.
You hit a bump.
Was that drag you on your four-wheeler, Gino said?
No.
No, Mike gave that hobby up. That lasted about 3 months.
No, I still got the four-wheeler.
Bullshit. You got rid of that fucking thing with the snorkel on it and shit.
JC said, y'all want more viewers?
What's he going to share it on Memphis streets?
He said, just kidding. I think he's wanting to be on
I
here.
think he wants to be live.
So he can cut up and
Argue with me.
My kids are watching JC, or I would.
803. Now, come on now. Was that the fastest pass or?
No, that wasn't the fastest pass. There was just one of them.
Oh,
I don't want to show the fast pass.
JC,
I can assure you about 2 of the 11 people that showed up even own a Draghi. So they're not even going to know what they run. They're still using a stopwatch on their phone with their buddy sitting in the passenger seat, which I have to say actually is pretty close.
It works.
It does.
That's
Eric.
Michael Coleman.
Well, or Eric.
Or Eric, yeah.
Uh-oh, what was that?
That was me.
Really?
Hmm.
Robert
So-
Lowe.
Yeah.
He must be talking about, he must have a stopwatch. Hey, what? I mean, it's within a couple tenths, surely.
Well, his truck, I'm sure his truck probably just did hooks and goes no matter what.
What is Robert have?
That white F-150. There's that one.
Still can't see it.
Can you see it, Chris?
720 something.
720. That's the Trap Queen's fastest pass. Take that off her.
No burnout, no prep, pulling up, 4,500 RPM launch, 720.
Damn.
Cooking. Let me get back to the chats. What have I missed there?
Little white.
Gino said he misses being part of street racing, but I'm down in the country now and don't own a shred of something.
Of
Shred
racing.
of racing stuff anymore. Well, you're not missing much.
Family got you an arm wrestler.
Oh shit. 3.5
Why do I
pounds of
look like a
boost.
little light?
Huh?
Oh shit.
I think a little later we're gonna give some details about next week.
Wade, me and you are so old, one of us will break something.
Yeah, y'all brittle motherfucker, smell scooters. Y'all can't be doing that no more, Wade.
He's got me beat by a few years, but shoot.
You look rougher than he does.
Absolutely I do.
Yeah, Adam. Here in just a little bit, we will. We're just hauling around right now.
Yeah, we're just talking trash.
We kind of treat our live feeds as like a phone call. I've noticed that, like, it's like a phone call. Like we're on a three-way phone call. So,
And it does get like this. Usually it's in our little group text that we have. It, you know, either making fun of somebody, making somebody mad, or I'm being a smart aleck. Imagine that.
JC said Phillips looks like he's ready to yell at grandkids.
That's true. I'm
This
in for
circle
the next
I
time.
can confirm Mike does look like him. Thanks, Wyatt.
We may have to get old Wade on there. Rumor has it he's got a little small tire. I don't know, what is it, a Monza or what is that thing? Have you seen
I
it?
was gonna ask him about his AccuTrigger thing.
I've been looking at that. I started following it, and I thought,
Yeah.
shit, I'm getting more. It's every time I open my Facebook, it's them.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
believe. Yeah, I can see where it would be neat. I mean, I guess
Well, you gotta be Ryan Mitchell to get the hookup on that, but I mean, we're kind of like that. But you know, I want him to tell me how it works on the turbo car. You got the trigger, and then you got the little other switch up here. So you switch that, and then that's locked in the trans brake. Is that right? And then you start, and you bump in, and then pull the trigger.
Yeah, I'm assuming you just set it, then you can
Yeah.
let go of it completely, bump in, and then the only thing you'd have to do is just click the trigger to release. Is that right, Wade? Is that how that's set up?
It seems pretty neat.
JC wants to know what the spread is on that bulk up there, Chris Phelps.
I don't admit I killed that thing a long time ago. I can tell you though,
Exactly correct.
Yeah.
this one over here
Oh shit, Chris is
is
up.
a hell of a lot wider spread than that other one.
You bought that at the flea market in Poplar Bluff,
Oh,
Chris.
that's my bear I killed in Canada also.
Chris, that ain't no bigger than your trophies.
That's my first. I wish it was alive. I'd put it so much in your house and eat your ass.
Damn. Holy crap.
JC said, and he's out of the chair. Yeah.
Yeah, he moves somehow.
Oh boy. Yeah, I've noticed that, Wade. I've been seeing it on Facebook. That little trigger deal looked really neat.
I'm actually interested in it with me changing my program up to where I think reaction time's gonna come into play a lot.
You need a better reaction if you're going to start bracket racing and shit.
Yeah, call it what you want, but
Oh, it's bracket racing.
you know, I've already surpassed and exceeded every other level of racing. So why don't I just go back? It's just a big circle.
I don't think
You
you're going
know.
to win at bracket racing. Possum's going to beat you every time. What?
So now, you know, I go out there to this little deal Saturday, and then now I want a street car. So I'm thinking, how can I put doors on my car? I think I'd be okay with the front end. Might have to rig up some more lights. A seat, 2 doors, and what else did I say today,
Can
Mike?
you call a double?
You need to get rid of all the
car
Lex
and a
stand.
real
You're going to have to
street
get
car?
headlights.
No,
Yeah.
no. Corvette's all fiberglass. What do you mean? What's the matter?
It comes
Your
from
car
a
didn't come
factory like that.
fiberglass.
A double
Doesn't
frame
matter,
rail car
that's
didn't
not-
come from a factory with 2 frame rails.
I didn't see that. No rules that you can't drive a car because it's got a Lexus windshield.
Oh yeah,
But you
you
can-
can drive it. Yeah,
But
yeah,
you
yeah,
can
yeah.
have a Dodge T bucket that has nothing on it.
That's how it was made.
Yeah, it's how it was built.
Could have been a special edition Mustang you guys don't know about.
No, Danny, we didn't. We showed up, made the cruise, but just couldn't. It come another little rainstorm, and they couldn't get the spot dried off.
I see.
Oh
where
God!
this is going.
Now he's got his brother on here, Danny. Shit, we're
Yeah.
in trouble now.
This is going to be just like small time. We're going to let this streetcar stuff go to where a van's going to get in, and in 3 years, I'll be able to get my car in on this street. So I'm
Hey,
going
I
to keep my car.
I-
where
I don't see why if it's driven on the street, make a 20-mile cruise, that is completely legitimate.
shit for turbo cars.
I mean, it's a stock motor. I mean, who cares if it has a safety cage in
Stock
it? That's
motors make-
irrelevant.
1,500 horsepower.
Well, finally
Up
you've
in the
realized
California back. Turn the
Finally,
boost up
you've
and it turns into an
realized
animal.
That a
All
big
you're
block
doing-
Chevy,
That thing is just making it
a
kicking
big
all the
block
Nikes cars out. That's all it
Chevy,
is.
a big block Chevy is like having a fax machine. They just don't use it anymore. You know what I mean? I don't care how many Speed Tech kits you got on it.
Okay, so
Anyway, oh
we'll
shit.
go
Here's-
over the
we got a-
rules
we got
to
a big
this
book
race.
here.
Yeah, I got the book.
Oh,
Got the
I'm in Gino's book he just wrote.
I've actually
Yeah.
been talking to some folks about a big money no trip event that might be in the works. Been talking to sponsors and trying to get the money right. Would y'all be
Sponsors?
interested? No, not me, Gino. I'm out. I'm down. I'm back to the streetcar days. I don't even have nothing fast enough to break the speed limit. So
I'm
Right.
interested if I ever get my car.
Chris might in about
It's got to be further
2027.
than 6 months out though, because my welder is 6 months out.
Yeah. Yeah, he's slow as shit.
Yeah, he's
My
union
welder?
worker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he does a good job.
No, I'm out on the small tire stuff. I had more fun yesterday in 11 miles driving my car than I did all the racing last year. So, but
Yeah, Gino, Chris is the only one left in this group, at least for this season, that's going to do any small tire stuff. I might hit up a couple. Oh God, here's Rolly, nut swinging on Ryan. Yeah, he's amazing.
but Rolleydale, for real, you could take Ryan Mitchell and give him a 4.3 and the man will be fast. He'll figure it out.
Absolutely, just like
Yeah,
his
but-
other LS that he had
He-
that was
he's
stock.
just- He's just smart. I mean, Ryan's a very intelligent dude.
You know,
I'm not taking anything away from his big block. Don't get me wrong. I mean, he's just very.
Yeah, Raleigh's trying to turn in an argument. That's typical him.
What made you go back to streetcar, Mike? The fun. Yeah, I didn't want all the work anymore. I just went back to, I guess you can say, my roots. Something that I can drive and have a little fun in other events, cruising and racing and just whatnot.
Yeah, I agree. And I
Looking at
think it's a
later in
winner.
24, just got the primary event schedules for others so we can try and get a date locked in. Yeah, I mean, that'd be a good deal, Gino. I'm out of it. I just would rather cruise and, not have to be so high maintenance and take up all your time. It was like having a newborn child.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay. So we've been on here for 35 minutes.
Oh shit, this is going over.
So here's what we're going to talk about the next race we're having. So this one got rained out.
That's
Yeah.
still 7:05. I got till 7:30.
25 minutes, Barry.
So this one did get rained out. We made the cruise, but couldn't dry the spot off. So we're going to do it. We rescheduled it for this coming Sunday. That is the official date. And we're going to do it at 12 o'clock. And for those of you who want to know more about where to meet and all that crap, just message me or Van or Chris, and we've got a little private chat deal we can get you in on, and we can actually have spectators, and we are encouraging some. I just don't want to say the location in a public deal. So, but it's going to be this Sunday. We're going to start at 12 o'clock. We are going to leave from the race spot. You can trailer your car there, obviously, and we're going to leave from the race spot, go on a cruise, and we will all be required to make the cruise again. Even though we've made one Saturday, it's not. We're all going to be required to make the cruise again, and then we'll cruise right back to the race spot. So I'm going to go over the rules really quick. We have added a couple of little deals, not really taking any away, but we've added some. So it must retain all the interior, dash, door panels, carpet, headliner. I mean, you know, if it didn't come with it, we ain't worried about it. But it has to be factory appearing. Back seat deletes are okay for cars. It must have 2 seats or a bench seat. No Lexan windows unless it's a truck for roll cages. But if you don't have a roll cage and you have a Lexan window, that's not allowed. So all-wheel drives are allowed. And
What?
the tire rule on the all-wheel drives is it has to be a 275 radial only. Fender exits and open headers, all that stuff's okay. The tire rule, there's about 3 tire rules. So if your car, 15-inch rim, 28-10-5 or 275 radial, end of story. If it's bigger than a 15-inch rim, 16, 17, 18, 20s, whatever late model stuff, you can run any drag radial of your choice, but you cannot bring something in there like an 89 Fox body with mini tubs, and you went out and bought a 16-inch rim so you can put a 315 drag radial on it, because it has to have stock wheel tubs. So this favors the late model guys, is why that's there. There's so many different 17, 18s, 19s, and 20s that I can't keep track of all the tire sizes that equal whatever. So if it's 16-inch wheels or bigger, you can have whatever drag radial you want, and I'm okay with that. But the wheel tubs have to remain stock. No fiberglass. The car can't be fiberglass unless it's Corvette. I'm going to allow that. No fiberglass body panels, front clips, none of that crap, except for a hood and your bumpers. Side windows must go up and down. Up and down, side windows. Functioning side windows. Headlights and taillights and brake lights. I don't care about turn signals. You cannot go on the cruise and have assistance. We did a cruise last night, whatever. We had 2 people break down. The pace car, I haven't heard any input on how far behind exactly he was, but he should have been, give or take, about 10 minutes. A couple of them had to pull over. If they could have got it fixed inside that window, and if it wasn't 10 minutes, I apologize. We tried to plan the best we could. So if it was 7 minutes, I'm sorry. But that gives you a little bit of a window to where if you have a wiring issue or something like that, you can rig it up to get in front of the pace car to still make it to the track. But you cannot have assistance. You can't be pulled with a rope. You cannot be pushed by the car behind you. And if somebody tails on you, then you're out of the race.
Some of you may carry a fire extinguisher, just in case.
Well, yeah, absolutely. So,
a couple questions here, Mike. Kind of mark where you're at, Mike, so we can catch up a couple things here. So you did mention something that I wasn't familiar with. You said something about factory wheel tubs. Now, I believe that Brad Henson's got like an older C10 truck or something, probably on 15-inch rims. That's probably got some sort of tub in it. Is it not allowed?
It's allowed if he's got 15-inch wheels. That's allowed. I'm talking about anything
that didn't.
If Brad bought his truck, I will give examples. and we'll all use our common sense on this, not us three, but I'm talking about everybody use their common sense. If Brad was to bring his truck and put a 17-inch wheel on his truck, so they make a 315 whatever 17 that's like 13 inches wide. If Brad brings his truck and it's got a 17-inch wheel and he had to notch the wheel tub in it to get it to fit, then Brad's not racing. But he's got wheel tubs on a 15-inch rim with a 28-inch tire. He can have a wheel tub that goes all the way across the bed of that truck, but he's on a 15-inch rim with a 28-inch tire.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Just want to clarify because he said something.
Yeah.
Some of them there are a few cars that had the Pro Street, what I'll call the Pro Street look, where they're, because I have no suspension. You can do back halves are okay, and I've got that in a rule. I say back halves are okay because I'm going to use the rat rod, for example. I don't know what that thing is. He built that out of lumber and metal shavings. So to say that guy's not legal when it has aftermarket suspension, but then say that I can't have a ladder bar on my car, I can't do that, or else I'm going to have to kick the rat rod out. There's a couple of them. So that's okay. I'm okay with that. But he's on a 28-inch rim. That's the end of the 28.
Yeah, I think Gino, what he's saying, the wheel tub is someone trying to do the gray area in the rules, taking a factory Mustang and putting a 20-inch rim on it so they can get a wider drag radial on it, which I don't see an advantage to that over a 28 10.5 slick, in my opinion. But your newer model Camaros and later model Mustangs, they all had 18, 19, 20-inch wheels that they can run a wider tire. So I think just the rule of you trying to do alt something to fit the bigger tire because it's a drag radial and a bigger rim is all he's saying. Not that you can't have wheel tubs. Yeah, no,
and that rule is what is actually for the late model guys. A 2010 Camaro. I mean, they like I said, Van said they had a 17-inch wheel. They can have whatever drag radial. But if you bring a 1969 Chevelle down there and you got a 20-inch wheel and you've mini tubbed it and you got bigger wheels so you can have a bigger tire, we're not going to allow that. I'm not going to, just went out and bought a set of 20-inch wheels. I'm not going to allow that. So
kind of look like a road touring kind of deal. It's just, I don't think we're going to have anything like that there. So, also Robert Lowe said, so a 28 by 10 by 17 slick on an all-wheel drive, it isn't allowed? ?
No, has to be a drag radial. I had too many people after the fact, after the race, hit me up about the 4-wheel drive deal, about it not being fair that a 4-wheel drive can run 4 slicks. And to be honest with you, I don't have a lot of all-wheel drive guys. I really only have 2. I want you guys to race with us, but I can't afford to lose 7 guys to gain 2 all-wheel drives. So to keep the happy medium, I was like, I'll do all-wheel drives, but they have to have drag radials. And they will. I mean, it's still a disadvantage for us 2-wheel drive guys, but all-wheel drive is what.
So what if you had an all-wheel drive and you had slicks and or let's just say in his case, slicks on the back of the size that he said, but on the front you had to do a 400 tread wear tire?
I mean, my thing is, I don't care if he did have 4 slicks, but I'm not doing the race for me. I'm trying to do the race for everybody. That's right. I mean, I don't give a shit if you do got 4 slicks. You ain't gonna go faster than me, Robert Lowe. I promise you. I mean, we can grudge. Well, I mean, I'm just not scared. We're gonna race.
No, and I see what you're saying, Mike.
But I'm not trying to stack the race up for me. I'm trying to keep everybody happy, and I have to find happy mediums. Yeah, I know. I seen your truck and I looked at it and I was like, this dude's smart. I mean, yes. And I mean, I didn't even venture over to your truck or try to get anybody to go look at it because I'm like, yeah, I mean, if I was smart, I'd have an all-wheel drive vehicle, but I don't. I'm not smart. But I have to find a happy medium, I have to do drag radials only in the all-wheel drive because there are just too many people that were, I don't want to say griping, there's too many people questioning, and I got the vibe like, yeah, this is getting into a pissing match where I'm going to lose 4 or 5 guys to gain a couple. So that's what I come up with. I can't deviate from it much. So, I mean.
So if he was to come with a drag radial on a factory rim on the back, what about the front?
He can have a drag radial on the front.
So he can have 4 drag radials all the way around, and that's okay. Just not a slick.
Yep. Yep.
All right, Robert. I'm going to get some drag radials for you.
Yeah.
But you have to let me drive if I get you some tires.
To be honest with you, I want you to have a slick on the back and a radial on the front, and I hope you rip the front end out of it. I don't mean that bad, but yeah, let me put a slick on the back so it dead hooks and let the front try to fight itself and let it blow the pumpkin out of it. But nope, it's drag radials, 4 drag radials. I'm sorry. The last 3 no preps I went to, all-wheel drive won all 3, but yet they're not an advantage. Ricky, I don't know. I don't know what Robert had. I didn't venture and look at it. I just briefly looked. I don't know what he had. I didn't ask because it's one of those things, don't ask, don't tell. But apparently people noticed him there. And some of the guys that weren't at the race that can now make it this weekend have said something about it. You know, and I won't do no name calling, but so you'd have to ask him if he even wants to say that information. So let me read the rest of the rules real quick.
All right.
So let me see. Yeah, so we're just like we're gonna pay our money at the meet spot before the cruise. Everybody pays their money. Everybody, you know, we get in, whatever. If you don't make the cruise, you're out. You don't get your money back. Yes, I gave everybody their money back Saturday, even though we had 2 that didn't show up. I didn't feel it was right to keep their money. I canceled the race before we got to race, so I gave them their money back. That won't happen again unless it's a race cancellation. If you don't make the cruise, you ain't getting your money back. It just goes to the pot. So if there's a buy run, you don't have to take it. We'll cover that.
No, I'm up. I just watched. Chris Lim asked if I was awake.
Oh. Yeah, so you don't have to take the buy run. It's a flashlight start, 2 cameras, 1 on the starting line, 1 on the finish line. That's all we'll go by. That's all we'll ever go by. And I will not look at 14 other cameras. And it will be my flashlight guy, Van, and either a crew member or driver from 1 from each team. We're not going to have 14 guys. And I can't stress this enough. If we make a mistake with the camera, and it's our fault, it's a rerun. End of story. It'll be a rerun. But we're not going to look at 24 different cameras or a drone or Google Earth to see what happened. If you jump, you lose. Tire crack, our camera. Van makes the call. Center line, touch the center line. I'll tell you our center line. So at the end of the track, we lay a flashlight down facing back towards the race. Our camera, at any point in the race, if the car gets out of control and the flashlight at the end of the track, if the light goes away or gets covered up by any part of the car, that's a cross and you lose. First is worst. So the 1 burnout rule, only 1 burnout. If there's no smoke or I mean, that's a very vague rule too. We're all adults. If you try to do a burnout and something happens, it's not a good burnout. Van will make the call on that. And I don't want to hear nobody bitching because it could happen to you too. But it is 1 burnout. We do have a 2-minute wait time. If something happens on the start line, you need 2 minutes, you can take that. And if the other guy that you're racing wants to give you his 2 minutes for a total of 4, we can do that. And then the rerun in case of a no call. So we'll do first round call outs, and we will draw cards. So, and if
Everybody's required to wear a helmet, correct?
yeah, so a helmet and a seat belt. Even if it is a lap belt, you got to have a seat belt. And I don't care if it's a football helmet with a neck strap, whatever, you have to have some kind of helmet. I don't care if it's your car and your insurance. It's my race, and I'm not going to let you race if you ain't got a helmet or a seat belt. Now, you take it off half track on you making a pay, take it off. I don't care. As long as you got it on when you leave, I'm okay with that. So,
Yeah.
But same rules as it was last week. They are still posted up in the private chat. I mean, I think everybody that was there though was pretty ongoing with everything was fine. I mean, there wasn't no controversy over nothing or anything like that. So, but we're gonna do what, Chris?
See what Dan said about, can you stop?
Well, you're breaking up. You need to get some headphones or something.
I don't have no headphones.
Hey,
I'll look back through here. Did y'all see something that we need to talk about?
Danny P's asking, so we can stop on the cruise for a problem, but we can't add fuel during a stop, or is this a gray area to the rules?
Here's what I'm saying about that, Danny. There's a pace car 10 minutes behind you, roughly. And like I said, Anthony just said when he left the shop behind everybody, he just went at a slow, steady pace, tried to stay in a 10-minute window. Okay. I'm saying that you can't pull over for fuel. But what I'm also saying is you got 10 minutes till that pace car passes you. You do what you want. You take that with a grain of salt. But I only seen one person carrying a fuel jug on the cruise. I'm not sure whether they thought we were going to go very far or what they were thinking, but the no fuel rule, I basically kind of set that in stone for like what am I trying to say here? A follower, if somebody was following behind you and you run out of fuel, I didn't want them to have to pull over, run up there, you get fuel, bring you a jug, blah, blah, blah. That's just what I'll say about that. I really think if it's a street car, you should be able to make the cruise on set amount of fuel.
Right.
But again, I mean, I get it. You guys down there, y'all run 3 and 4 gallon fuel cells and call them street cars. Hey, I get it, man. I've raced with you guys before. So it's whatever you feel like you can get away with right there. I'm going to let you be the judge of that.
But if the pace car passes them, they're out. Is that correct?
If the pace car passes you, you're out.
Yep.
So Ricky Skelton Jr., just say no methanol. I can't though, Ricky. I thought about it, but I can't. I can't say no methanol because I just can't. Yeah. Methanol's okay with me.
Yeah,
I mean,
we're
I'm okay with it.
Tasting gas and smelling exhaust. I mean,
Yeah, I get it.
We're trying to get the guys that actually don't get to run the small tire stuff, but have some decently quick street cars.
No, not at all. I'm trying to get the guys that have the slowest car in the country.
Yeah, that actually run on E85 or pump gas or race gas. I mean, it's just like saying you can't have race gas. We got to do pump gas because nobody's selling race gas out of the gas pump for street cars.
Yeah.
You unmuted your mic.
Any other comments that we might have missed?
I don't think so.
Justin Keller asked about this, but we kind of discussed that. I didn't think all-wheel drives would be such a fine line. And you know what? When I had that rule to begin with, and I said all-wheel drives are okay, and I didn't have, this is no joke, I didn't have one person say a damn thing about an all-wheel drive. Nobody even brought it up. Saturday at the shop, nobody said anything about it. We got to the track, nobody said anything about it. Like 1:30 that morning, the messages start, like I'm asleep. I don't care. I
Right.
don't want to hear from you at 1:30 in the morning, talk about it. And I've had several people ask about the all-wheel drive thing, and I'm like, nobody that wanted to debate the all-wheel drive thing. The rule was there to begin with. Nobody wanted to talk about it then. Now everybody wants to talk about it. So I didn't talk to any of the all-wheel drive guys. I ain't talked to Robert today. I hadn't talked to anybody else that I think runs an all-wheel drive. I'm trying to put myself in their shoes, and I'm battling against these other guys. I don't own an all-wheel drive. Well, I mean, my 3/4 ton truck, and that's what I said. So here's what they're going to do. We're going to run all-wheel drive, and it's going to be, we'll do drag radials. And they all seem to be okay with that, a drag radial. So as long as it's a 28-inch drag radial.
Yeah, that's definitely better than just saying, no, we're not coming if an all-wheel drive's here at all, which isn't really fair because there is all-wheel drive options for everyone to get. You know, you don't see a lot of them, but when they do and they start dominating, then it's just the same.
Yeah.
It's the same circle you see in all of it. So, you know, just.
Well, and so, I mean, and the same thing goes, you know, I'd like to have another one of these races after the first of the year, you know, because we got Christmas coming up, then the first of the year in January, it gets too cold for me to want to be outside. And then February is too cold for me to even want to be in Missouri.
Right.
And you got March where the weather might break. I might try to do another one then, but you know, then you got summertime where I mean, I'm not going to do nothing in summer, but ride around and hit up some of the races I fit in or whatever. But yeah, Danny, I mean, we'd love to have you guys up here, whatever you got. I mean, and if you think there's any gray areas that you might get caught on and some guys might bitch, man, send me a picture. You know, just send me a picture of what you got. And I mean,
surely amongst all the racing buddies that you got, Danny, one or two of them, I'm sure, is all, but somebody's got a bigger than a 3-gallon fuel cell. I mean, really?
Yes, Danny. And Rebel just bought the car, has 3-gallon cell, but we get bigger by next race season. I got you. I mean, I don't know what kind of fuel you're running, Danny. I really don't. Which I guess it don't matter. This cruise will be a little longer. I'll just tell you, I mean, since it's over with, the last cruise was 11 miles. But we had wet roads, and, you know, I didn't want to try to take everybody on a 20-mile cruise on slicks or drag radials. So we kept it to the back roads where we could go slow and steady and not be in water puddles and, you know, and all that crap. The next one will be a little longer. It's going to be around 20 miles. I'm not going to try to hide that. So just if that tells you something, Danny, then you go with it. But you do what you want to do in that aspect. You be the last person and pace car, I guess. Whatever you want to do. But to say you ruffled, nobody called you out, Robert. Nobody said your name or called you out. The thing is, you were the only one there, so you know who they're talking about. But I mean, I'm glad you did, because it let me know that at least it got some attention. And I didn't talk to you about it. I didn't message you or, you know, get a hold of you and be like, hey, what do you think about this or whatever? Because I didn't, you know, I mean,
he didn't do anything wrong.
He brought
what he was supposed to bring for the race that was talked about for the last 3 weeks, and it is what it is. Now, they may have caught a video here, a video there of this guy's vehicle and tagged and this, that, and the other, and now they're, you know, worried about it. But I mean, I think if he put a radio on the back and left the street cars on the front, I'd say he's still going to do good.
Yeah. Get with your boy John Boy on that one. I think he brought a little heat there. I was kidding in the group chat. You know, I mean, of course, like I said, the rule was all-wheel drive. It was from the beginning. I'm not saying I poked the bear, but I posted that clip of his video, and then next thing you know, nothing was still said. And then after the race, it's like, well, what about they can run 4 slicks and blah, 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 and all that crap? And I'm like, oh my gosh. I want some all-wheel drive guys to run. I mean, I'm not taking you down a drag strip. I want to see you get down that surface. I really do. Like, I want to see you go down it and make a really fast pass, because I'll be like, wow. I mean, that's awesome. Adam said he will be driving his car 20 miles. Does that count?
What does he have? What is it? A Ford truck?
No, it's a, what is that? 19 Mustang, Adam. Twin turbo, 5.0, makes like 6,200 horsepower or something with a.
What about Robert?
Oh, yeah. He's got the white Ford new bodies, the little short wheelbase thing.
Okay.
F-150. Yeah. Yeah.
But not
Adam,
one that came with the supercharger. They added that to it or something.
I don't know. I'm sure. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I don't think it's a, I don't know. What is that, Robert? Is it a new? It's not one of those new.
Sleeper packages.
Oh, I thought you.
That's like brand new.
Yeah, no, I think Robert's had his for a little while, actually. I don't know, like a long while, but
Well,
it's a good looking truck. I mean, it is. It's good looking. I mean, I heard a bunch of people saying that he would bust Greg Adams' ass with it, so it's got to make some steam.
wow.
Yeah, no, Robert said it's a 2018, so
2018.
yeah.
Let's see.
So, but that's the rules. Same as last week. We did change on the tires for the late model guys so that y'all could come in, pretty much, and then the drag radial on the all-wheel drive.
I can only imagine how this week's going to go.
I mean, I can too. I mean, golly, I'm not a promoter. I don't want to promote races. I don't want to do anything with races. It was much easier when the rule was 28-10-5, and
yeah, we got more rules than small tires ever had in the last 5 years, just on street tires.
Yeah.
I mean,
so
we should have just told everyone to come on just a true 200 plus tread wear tire.
Let's
get this on, boys, with your
I
fucking
literally
Whipples and your 4-wheel drives and whatever.
I literally thought about just taking the tire rule and throwing it in the trash.
Yeah, just come on a factory tread wear tire. If we're real true street cars, we ain't got 3-gallon fuel cells.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing hard tire stuff. No, I'm not. Because ain't nobody, we're going to get hooked. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, nobody's going to buy a true radial.
Yeah,
Heaven forbid.
But I thought about throwing the tire rule plumb out. I don't care. Show up on a 42, 14, 50. I don't care, but I can't. I just can't do it, because I lose too many of the guys that.
Yeah, no, we want to see the cars that we don't get to see a whole lot of. I mean, Greg has those sticker races, but we don't get to go down there and watch him.
It's tough mixing old school street cars and new school. Absolutely. Because I want to blend it all together. I want to race with you guys. I want you guys to come race with us. It's very tough trying to do it. I've never figured it'd be so hard to please both aspects of people. Like Stucky said, he's down for hard tires. Bring them on. Put them on there. I ain't saying you can't.
Yeah,
come on.
You're welcome to bring them on.
Yeah.
I mean,
but this coming Sunday, that's when we're doing it. I don't even know the date. What is today? When is next Sunday?
It's
Let's get a date.
10th, 11th today.
It'll be the 17th. Next weekend will be, Jesus, you guys' calendars is all jacked up.
Oh my gosh, it's like an hour in, starting to fall asleep.
Yeah. So next Sunday, the 17th, if you want in on the race, get with one of us three or a buddy that's already in the group chat. We'll get you in there. We'll get an address. It'll be a great time. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So, but other than that, yeah, the 17th. Thanks, Tracy and Adam. But other than that, that's really all I had to say on it. I appreciate everyone that did come to the race and, stuck it out with us.
For sure.
For the tire rule, he needs to know tonight so I can swap my setup into something else. We're not getting rid of the tire rule, Ricky.
No, it's just, we're just rattling.
Time.
What time?
12
We
o'clock.
12 o'clock.
Okay.
It's 12 o'clock. When I say 12 o'clock, we have to wait till church gets out. I'm going to be respectful of church, so there's that. But I'd like for everybody to be there and
Ready to go.
unloaded, or at least ready for a driver's meeting around 12 or just a few minutes after. We'll let church get out. We'll do a driver's meeting just like we did at the shop, and give it just a few minutes, and then we will turn and burn on a cruise and come back, and I'm gonna wax everybody's ass.
Amen, brother.
That's simple. So, but I don't really have any more to say. If anybody else
Let's
does,
do it Saturday.
huh?
Me and Eric's going to work on the car Saturday.
Chris, you're gonna get 16 minutes of work out of him Sunday morning. It'll be fine.
Yeah, you got till noon.
Yeah.
Got till noon, Eric.
Yeah, y'all can get 2 welds in by noon.
Yeah.
So,
All right, gotta go.
all right, Van. See you later.
All right.
Chris, I'm
All
gonna
right.
get off here. All
Me
right.
too.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you all for watching. Like I said, you
See you
have any
later.
issues or whatever, just holler at us.
Bye.
We out.